Hello mga kabibig! Welcome back sa ring bagong YouTube channel. Ito ang pinakamaingay na YouTuber sa balat ng YouTube. Ako si Kabibig, maglabag-labag na tayo with evidence. Ako PRRD, malungkot. Marami ang nalungkot ngayon sa desisyon ng ICC judges. Lahat rejected. Yung 4 na appeal, rejected lahat mga kabibig. Marami sa ICC ngayon, mga OFW na nanood, nakinig sa na kanina, maraming umiyak kabibig. Napaiyak sila, na parang kailan ba makakamit ang hustisya? Kailan ba makakauwi si Pangulong Duterte sa Pilipinas? Pero sabi ng iba, expected na yan kasi done deal. Di ba nagsabi niyan si Boying Rimulya? Hindi na makakauwi si Digong sa Pilipinas. Done deal na yan eh. So wag na tayong mag-expect na there will be a miracle na ang ICC ay pumabor kay Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And in fact, merong binisto, merong binoking si Attorney Kaufman hinggil sa mga ICC judges. Ngayon lang to kabibig ha, naglabas ng saloobin, naglabas ng matinding sikreto si Attorney Kaufman laban sa mga ICC judges. Sabi ni Kaufman, plano talaga nilang i-convict si Digong. Plano talaga nilang ikulong si PRRD sa ICC. Nako po, yun lang ba talaga ang plano? Nako mga kabibig, panoorin muna natin si Attorney Kaufman kung ano ang kanyang reaksyon sa nagawang desisyon ng ICC judges. Nako po mga kabibig. At ang pagbisto ni Attorney Kaufman sa mga ICC judges mga kabibig. Nako, as expected. Nung una, parang chika-chika, chismis lang, pero totoo pala mga kabibig. Totoo pala ang mga chismis tungkol sa korupsyon. Ito na.
Well, I'm sorry to say that we weren't really surprised about today's decision. I was even hinting at it yesterday.
Nangyari, may something wrong yata sa signal na.
When I met the former president, I said...
So, parang expected na ni Attorney Kaufman mga kabibig na mangyayari ito. Sabi nga na isang netizen, habang si Bangag ang presidente, no chance talagang makauwi si Tatay Digong. Si Lord na ang bahala. We're ready even before. Ano pa bang aasahan sa mga yan? Bangag nakaupo ngayon. Siyempre, bayad na yan. Wait na lang natin sa 2028. Pagkatatag ka po, Tatay Digong, pati rin mga taga-suporta niya kasama po sa laban. Sige, wag nang pauwiin si PRRD para mas lalong sure ang panalo ni VP Sara 2028. Pakinggan natin kabibig ha.
Don't build up your hopes, and he was stoical. And the reason why I said that was because, you know, the court is at the present moment in time in existential crisis, what with the threat of sanctions from the United States. It's got a chief prosecutor
Yun pala.
who's currently in battle.
Yun pala ang nangyari kabibig. Expected na pala nila na mangyayari talaga yan. So, ano ba? Napakasakit isipin kabibig na ito yung sinabi ni Attorney Kaufman. Pero, what ay magagawa? Sabi niya, as expected. Diba? Kasi, ang sabi ni Attorney Kaufman, si Pangulong Duterte lang talaga ang hawak ng ICC ngayon. Diba? So, ang ICC makakuha ng maraming pondo kasi meron silang ililitis. Meron silang lilitisin. So, natural, hindi matatapos ang pagbibigay ng pondo sa mga miyembro nitong bansa. Kasi kung wala na si Pangulong Duterte dyan sa ICC, ano pang trabahong gagawin ng ICC? So, minimal na lang ang trabahong gagawin ng ICC. So, less donation. Pero kung meron silang pinaghahandaan na mga hearing, kaso ni PRRD, natural, malaking pondo ang pangangailangan. Maraming tao ang involved. So maraming tao ang magkakaroon ng trabaho. Maraming taga-ICC ang magkakaroon ng trabaho. functional ang mga offices ng ICC. So once it's functional, may sahod, may pera, may donasyon. Di ba, kabibig? Humihingi nga ang ICC ng donasyon para sa Philippine victims. Wow! So, meaning money talaga, kabibig. Di ba, kabibig? Ako po, kaawa pala pa yung Duterte, no? Parang pinaglalaruan, pinagpirahan talaga, pinagkikitaan. Ginawa siyang pinagkikitaan ng mga ICC judges. Hala ka. Alam na ni Kaufman yan, noon pa. Eto ha, ito yung ansabi ni Amy Marcos hinggil dito. May sinabi si Amy Marcos din, kabibig, sa kanyang, yung ibang tao parang hindi naman niniwala kay Amy Marcos eh. Kasi puro lang daw kadramahan itong si Amy. 'Di ba? Sabi dito, sabi ni Amy Marcos. Basahin natin. Naku po. Ito ang sabi ni Senator Amy Marcos. I am deeply disappointed with the decision of the International Court asserting jurisdiction over the case of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. At its core, this development raises serious concerns about the inviolate respect for national sovereignty and the proper limits of international jurisdiction. So yun po ang sabi ni Senator Amy Marcos. Pero ano bang magagawa mo, Senator Amy Marcos? Na-miss lang yung kapatid mo ang nagpadala doon kay Pangulong Duterte sa ICC. Ang dami yung kasalanan sa mga Duterte, di ba? Ang dami talaga. Sabi mo, ICC ng huyu. I am deeply disappointed with you also, Eme. Nadismaya na ang kapatid ni Babalo. So may magagawa ka ba? Paano pinupunduhan Sabi ng mga netizen. So ito pala yung kanina, napakasakit pakinggan. Ito kabibigyan pakinggan. Manood tayo.
The appeal chamber by majority, as a conclusion, Judge Roque Panice, partially dissenting in the second ground, has rejected all 4 grounds of appeal.
Grabe, no?
Having rejected
talaga yung all 4 grounds of appeal ng
the
defense.
entire appeal, the appeals chamber
Grabe itong mga taong to. Parang
considers that the defense
wala silang konsensya ba? Walang puso.
request for the immediate and unconditional release of
Unconditional release. Talaga ba?
Mr.
I-release
Duterte
nyo?
is moot.
Moot nga. Moot, yung unconditional release sa Pangulong Duterte, moot pa nga, meaning pagdidipatehan pa nila, pag-uusapan pa nila. Kasi kung si Pangulong Duterte nga ay i-release niya, magkaroon ng interim release, paano na lang ang donasyon? Paano na lang ang perang papasok sa ICC? 'Di ba? So, lahat ng grounds rejected. Pati yung interim release, moot pa. So, pagdidipatihan pa nila, titingnan pa nila kung i-release ba o hindi. Kasi, kung i-release nila, ay walang donasyon. Kung i-release nila, walang trabaho sila sa ICC. 'Di ba? So, politically, ano ba talaga ang ICC? Para saan ba ang ICC? Para ba talaga panagutin ang totoong may sala? Or ang ICC ay para pera-pera lang? Nako po!
In the appeal pursuant to Article 82(1)(a) of the statute, the appeals chamber may confirm, reverse, or amend the decision appealed. In the present case, the appeals chamber by majority confirms the impugned decision. Judge Roque Panice appends a partially dissenting opinion. This brings us to the end of the summary of the appeals chamber's judgment of today. Finally, I would like to end by thanking all the parties, participants, and their counsel, registry staff, and interpreters.
See? Yung mga taong yung pinasasalamatan, babayaran din yan, natural. Diba kung walang kaso,
Ako, syempre, we wish him all the best.
Ito nga si ito nga si
Ako, syempre, we wish him all the best. Importante para sa amin na matapos itong proseso na magpatuloy ang mga pagdinig. At may participation siya. Siyempre, sa totoo siya ang bida dun sa hearing na ito. Kaya support lang kami sa kanya. Ang hiling lang isa namin, sana pahalagahan din naman niya yung mga supporters niya na nagtatanong kamusta ka na? Kasi kami, ang maririnig lang namin, ang batayan lang naman namin kasi yung ICC mismo at saka yung mga nakapalibot sa kanya, yung mga nangangalaga sa kanya. Ang sabi nila, okay siya At sa pagkakakilala namin sa ICC at sa Netherlands, they provide the highest standard of care among all jurisdictions, sabihin na natin. At maski yung kulungan niya, bongga yung kulungan niya sa kanila, hindi pwede ang pwede na. At hindi yan katulad ng mga kulungan sa Pilipinas. Kaya tiwala kami na well taken care of siya. At kung pumayat man siya, maybe that is under advice by the nutritionist. Hindi na siya laging nakako. At kung ano man ang nararamdaman niya, kayang i-address ng health professionals 24/7 round-the-clock care.
Oh, so nag-wish him all the best. So at least, sabi ng iba, sige, kasi paano ito nakakulong at maganda namang kulungan niya, pero paano na lang yung iba? Sa pag-upo ni Bibi Sara, kung makukulong kayo, maganda bang kulungan sa Pilipinas? You will suffer the most. Ito na.
Well, I'm sorry to say that we weren't really surprised about today's decision. I was even hinting at it yesterday. When I met the former president, I said, don't build up your hopes, and he was stoical. And the reason why I said that was because, the court is at the present moment in time in existential crisis, what with the threat of sanctions from the United States. It's got a chief prosecutor who's currently embattled and embroiled in allegations of sexual misconduct. He's trying to fight his way back to this court, and half his own office don't want him back here. And what would the practical effect of this decision today have been if it had gone our way? Essentially, it would have voided the court's docket. There would have been nothing left for this court to do, apart from the case of some insignificant human trafficker from Libya. The former president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, is the big catch of this court. And it was never really my impression that they would let him go that easily. Of course, we also have the confirmation decision coming up in the next few days. Once again, I'm looking forward to the future. We hope that all the weaknesses that we identified at confirmation will be the very same weaknesses that lead ultimately to the former president's acquittal, and that he will return home soon to the Philippines, where he is so loved by all of you.
Yes. Attorney Nick, so is the former president already made aware of the decision of the appeals chamber?
I'm about to go and tell him now. Okay. Yeah, and I will see him tomorrow with the decision. Although I'm not so sure that he will take too much interest in it. It's hard for him to concentrate these days. Don't forget, he's an elderly gentleman. He's 81 years old. He celebrated his birthday so fantastically with such a show of love and flowers.
Do you think the confirmation of charges will happen before Tuesday?
Well, it could very well. Yes, it could very well happen in the very, very near future, even tomorrow, now that jurisdiction has been settled. And I say jurisdiction has been settled because that's the end of the road as far as the appeal is concerned.
Attorney Kaufman, did you expect that the appeals chamber would junk all four grounds that you have laid out?
They didn't junk all four grounds. There was a judge who sided with us. So it was predictable what was going to happen.
But he was outvoted.
Well, yes, I bet that's the way the thing goes, isn't it? 4-1. All right, and they didn't junk all grounds. They chose not to deal with one of the grounds of appeal, which was actually the strongest ground of appeal, and then the most bizarre aspect of the pre-trial chamber's decision, in our opinion. So another thing is junk. It's like a kind of slang that I'm not accustomed to use. The defense makes arguments on appeal, and the court chooses to disregard them or to reject them.
And
okay?
how does this kind
junk
of
stuff.
and how does this kind of decision affect your optimism with regard to the decision for the confirmation of charges?
Well, I think if there's one thing you know about attorney Nick Kaufman, is that I'm a very optimistic guy. And as I said, we made many persuasive arguments at confirmation. I believe that at the end of the day, the arguments that we made at confirmation, the evidentiary weaknesses that we identified will be those very weaknesses that lead to his ultimate acquittal.
Given that you're Nicholas Kaufman, I do know that you already have a plan B, if not a plan C in place.
I have a plan X.
Give us several details of those plan Bs and Cs.
To fight hardest we can for the former president of the Philippines, who we all respect.
Attorney Nick,
the most popular president ever in the history of the Philippines.
Attorney Nick, on a different matter, there's an NGO who actually brought the situation of the former president before the United Nations Human Rights Council. Will that have a bit of an effect, if not direct or indirect effect, to the case of the former president?
I'm not so sure that the court here in The Hague really takes too much notice of what's going on in The Hague, as much as any petition which is brought to support the former president is welcome.
About the flowers, the birthday. Filipinos sent a lot of flowers, and with that is this included with the small tags.
We will ensure that the family gets every message of support, and we've been religious in that
I
matter.
have it in my.
Please do deliver it to us,
Can I
and
have-
I can show you, and I can tell you that the family
Yes, I can.
is
give it to you.
logging every letter of support, every gift that is given is logged,
Yeah.
and we will personally
So I
reply
can
in due
forward the
course.
box to you.
By all means, please do,
Thank you so
and we
much.
will ensure that it gets to the right destination. Thank you
Attorney
ever so
Kaufman-
much for your support.
Attorney Kaufman-
On behalf of the family, on behalf of the former president,
Yes.
truly touched by this.
Attorney Kaufman, have you already finalized your negotiations with the Duterte family? If you will still be on
At the
board
present moment in
after the-
time, I will continue to represent the former president.
So, yun kabibig. Dami palang pinasabog si Atty. Kaufman. It's a big catch pala si Pangulo Duterte sa kanila, sa ICC. Malaking catch yan. Malaking isda yan si Duterte. Hindi nila papalabasin yan. Oy, mawawalan silang trabaho. Di ba? So, yun po kabibig ang napakalungkot na katotohanan na ibinulgar ni Atty. Kaufman na natural, malaking isda si Pangulong Duterte, politiko si Pangulong Duterte, maraming nagmamahal kay Pangulong Duterte, so gagamitin ito ng ICC. Abusuhin ito ng ICC judges. Pahaba-habain pa nila hanggang, ewan ko kabibig, we're praying na sana maging healthy si Pangulong Duterte. Kasi sinabi lang ni Atty. Kaufman ba, narinig nyo na ba, big catch si Pangulong Duterte. Walang ibang politiko na nandyan. Big catch yan. So, pakawalan pa ba ng ICC judges yung big catch nila? Magkagulo-gulo. Wala nang donasyon. Wala nang papasok na pera. Wala na lang trabaho. So, para pagpatuloy ang kailangang trabaho, ay kailangan mag-hearing, mag-trial tayo. Kasi sayang naman ang binabayad nila sa atin kung hindi tayo mag-trial. 'Di ba? So mag-trial tayo, i-convict natin. Alam na kabibig. So pag-pray lang natin na maging okay ang kalagayan ng Pangulong Duterte kabibig. Healthy lang siya. Yun ang mas mabuti nating ipag-pray. Bonus na lang kung papalayain siya ng ICC. Well, in fact, alam naman natin hindi yan. Done deal na yan. 'Di ba? Ang kailang request for interim release, moot pa nga. So, pag didebatihan pa nila, pag-iisipan pa nila. 'Di ba? Kung talagang International Criminal Court sila at parang for humanity, wala silang ganun eh. Basta ang iniisip nila, money. Yun lang kabibig. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Big catch si Pangulong Duterte. Sabi ni Atty. Kaufman. So, hayaan ba na makaalis ang big catch? Hindi. Hindi. Pera yan. So, sa naniwala sa ICC, bahala kayo maniniwala kayo sa ICC. Diba? Niyurakan na nga ang ating sovereignty, the sovereignty of the Filipino people on the Philippines. Niyurakan na nila. Binaypass. Natural. Ano ba na yan? Group effort yan eh. Pagkapunta yung Pangulo sa ICC. Diba? So, managot kayo sa tamang panahon. Yun ang kabibig. Bye everyone. See you next time.